Hey, it's Ubu, and today we're playing the demo for Who's at the Door. It's developed by Skonek Entertainment, and you can find the game on Steam. The official game is currently out at the moment, but I figured we'd try out the demo just to get a taste of what to expect from the full game. And if you're not familiar with my channel, at the end of the video, I will review the game and give it my final judgment. I will also have timestamps in the description if you'd rather see the review and skip the gameplay, but I hope you stick around. Now, there was music playing on this main menu, and now it's just eerily quiet, so I'm not really sure about that. I guess it doesn't loop, but anyways, I guess we'll go ahead and hit new game and see what's up. New game. Sorry, I have psychosis. Blurry hallucinations and voices have become part of my daily life. But lately, the hallucinations are lasting longer. Now, they don't go away unless I take my medication. The boundary between reality and illusion is fading, and I feel like I'm slowly being trapped inside it. Every day, strange-faced people hand me pills. I can't even tell if they're real or just another hallucination. I no longer have the strength to discern. Yet oddly enough, gathering the pieces of the doll is the only thing that calms me. I don't know why, it just feels like the only remaining hope. If this is really treatment, how much longer must I endure this pain? This game is so loud. Gosh. Press any key. Ring, ring.
증세는 점차 호전되고 있습니다.
Study improvements.
8일만 더 치료를 받으시면은
Okay.
정상적인 생활로 복귀하실 수 있을 것 같아요. 다만 집안에서도 낯선 사람들의 모습이 보인다면 이는 환각 증상이 악화된 신호일 수 있습니다. 그런 경우에는 즉시 처방된 약을 복용하시거나 조용히 방에서 마음을 진정시키는 것이 도움이 될 것입니다. 완전한 회복을 위해 조금만 더 힘내주세요.
Okay. I didn't realize it was in Chinese. My head feels clear today. The hallucinations are quiet. Maybe it's... Okay, we're not going to read that. It's too fast. If the hallucinations persist and do not fade, do not open the door under any circumstances. Have the medication delivered by the something. Okay. I suffer from hallucinations every day. Most of the time they're harmless, but be careful with these types. Ones that don't disappear, ones that chase me. Warning, I'll faint if they touch me. If they've vanished, I am safe. Okay. So we need to discern between hallucinations and what's not hallucinations. Makes sense. Space is crouch. Why? That's weird. Okay. We're in a weird little room here. Dolls and teddy bears. And a handsaw. I have no idea what to expect from this. A little nervous. This is nice looking. Look at that. Very cozy. Oh. I think I hear knocking. Ugh. A lovely aquarium. Ugh. Okay. I'm just checking out the house, just looking around. Can't take it now. Jeez Louise, dude. What is your problem? God. Why do they look like that? Okay. So is the hallucination the visitor, or I guess I need to understand the rules as we go. I guess I'll just open the door. I don't really know. It said clear. Thanks. The guy earlier talking said we have 8 days to get through, I think, so. Oh, these are the dolls they're building. Okay. I need dolls. Bring me some more. Okay. These darn voices, how long do I have to endure this? I don't know. It's 1990? Some weird font. Okay. Just looking around. Looking around, see what's up. Take medicine. Hallucinating. Okay, I almost said medication, so I kind of stumbled my words there. Jeez, yes. Is this just like tutorial or... Wow, I ask a lot of questions out loud if you're not familiar with that. That's how I process stuff. Just trying to understand how we would even tell something's a hallucination. Because this is pretty vague so far. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Then if they don't go away? Oh man, I'm really... Anyway, let's just take the medicine. I don't know. We're back to day 1, so I must have messed up. The hallucinations persist and do not fade. Do not open the door under any circumstances. Have the medication delivered by the visitor instead. Okay. Oh, baby doll fell out of the ceiling. Baby doll head. Okay. That must have been a hallucination, and it disappeared, so... reality and hallucinations are mixing again. I can't tell if the doll really spoke or if I just imagined it. I don't know either. Yeah. Ah. Okay. I mean, that disappeared. Let's open the door. Okay, I'm bad at this.
긴급 속보입니다. 경기도의 한 산속 별장에서 심각하게 훼손된 시신이 발견되었습니다. 피해자들은 모두 외형적으로 심각한 손상을 입은 상태였으며 경찰은 추가적인 실종자가 생존해 있을 가능성을 염두에 두고 수색 작업을 진행 중입니다. 특히 별장에서 다수의 의료 도구가 발견된 점으로 미루어 보아 용의자가 현직 의사일 가능성에 무게를 두고 수사를 확대하고 있습니다. 사건과 관련된 추가 소식은 확인되는 대로 신속히 보도하겠습니다.
Okay. The victims were so severely mutilated. Who and why would do such a thing? Yeah, they found a bunch of bodies mutilated up in the mountains somewhere, some village. Okay. Okay. I come at a loss for words here because I'm just going to keep repeating myself that I don't understand this. So, anyways, we're just chilling. Okay. Oh, what's this? Sunshine Clinic, Korean hospital business card. I'm sorry, is this Korean? Doctor. B1, Summang Building. Okay. That name sounds familiar. Someone I used to know, or just another illusion? I don't know. Okay. So, we saw this person before, and they gave us medication. I saw them again, and they killed us. It was an illusion or hallucination that killed us. I'm trying to understand what determines that. So we take this medicine if we're hallucinating, or we open the door if we're not. That's what I'm trying to gather. What was that? It's all light change. Oh, that went off. Okay. We picked up a business card. Does that mean we're hallucinating? That's... I don't get it. Okay, this is missing. Okay, so maybe there's some object hunting as well. There was a cup here full of like toothbrushes and stuff. And I think these are also moved. So I need to maybe be more observant. I would say we're hallucinating because objects are missing. And they are changed. What was that? It said I could interact with something here. What was it? Huh. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go with my gut and take the pills. I don't really know. But objects are missing. And they have moved. Okay. I'll try to be more observant now going forward. I assumed the hallucinations... Oh, look, we got a... Okay, we're like completing the doll as well. I didn't notice that at first. I'll try to be more observant, like I said. Okay, here's the doll body. I met Bori at the bar in front of my house. She was singing there, and her beautiful face and lovely voice captivated me. I had to get to know her. Close note. Who wrote this note, and why is it with this doll of all things? Don't know. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. Do we need to check the TV like this every time? We will figure it out. Oh, we can open this. I didn't even realize that. My bad, my bad. Okay, so I would not have seen things in here before, so I don't know if they're changed. God, slam. Why are you slamming it? Jesus! It's following my movement. Okay, that one's persisting. I don't think that's normal. I don't think we have a severed head in our kitchen. I would say that's abnormal. What was that? What was that noise? Okay, she's still there. Just hanging out. Ugh. I'm gonna take this because there's a severed head in the kitchen. Oh. We did it! Yay! Okay, well there's a lot more of an anomaly hunt sort of approach to this than I expected, so I guess we'll keep looking. Is that a person or a monkey? I thought it was Chinese. They mentioned Korean. Are those not Chinese characters? I'm sorry, I'm somewhat cultured, but not really. I try. This should look normal. Alright, no severed head in the kitchen. We got apples. Giant pot in the corner. Nice. Lights are on. This is a quaint little place. I like it. Maybe we even need to, you know, pay attention to the paintings as well. Shoes are there. I don't like the motion light. It weirds me out. Oh! One day she confessed that a man had been following her every night. He might be a stalker. Since my place is close to the bar, stayed there for a while. Her hesitant eyes soon turned to acceptance. Hee hee, the time has come to make your dream come true. Okay, this note, it's not just simple worry. I feel like there's a deeper motive hidden behind it. Yeah, I would say so. We're gonna end up being the killer mutilating people. So we heard a scream. I don't know what to think of that. Nice try. Okay, so the visitor hasn't arrived yet. Oh, here they are. I would say that would tell me, though, we're hallucinating. So let's just check this dude out, see what it looks like. Wow. That's disgusting. He has hair coming out of his mouth. And looks like Smeagol. We're taking this. I hope I'm right. I was not. We weren't clear. For some reason. There's clearly something I'm missing. Alright. Something's wrong with the lights. Flashing lights, warning! So this is persisting, and I would say that means we're hallucinating. Or we just have a faulty bulb. Who knows? Take the pills. We did it! Day 2. Okay, let's see if we can make any progress. Has this always been here? I don't think it has. This is reminding me of, like, Exit 8, Cabin Factory, stuff like that. Just a good thing. I think clearly the unforgiving nature of these kind of games can be kind of wear on you a little bit. It's obviously trial and error, but yeah. I really don't remember that hat rack being there. Coat rack. It makes me think we're hallucinating. Huh. But I don't really know. Like I said, trial and error. We'll just keep trying until we beat it. Okay. So there must be far more subtle things that I need to pay attention to. Clearly. Yeah, it's supposed to be a plant. Or is it? Okay. I love this aquarium. I can't get over that. It's so cool. I didn't notice that window there before. Okay. Oops. Or if I need to actually have one of these, some old ones. Those are cool. Oh, I forgot I was going to say. I can't take that now. Might need to start counting and stuff in the room and everything. Okay, something hasn't happened yet. Okay. Oh no. What's that? doll or something? A baby head. Run. Okay. Ah. Oh my gosh. Lordy. We did it. Okay. I mean, most of the objects in this room are pretty easy to keep track of, so... That looks weird. Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure there was 2 photographs here. That would be an odd photograph to have. Of like an EKG machine or whatever that is. Huh. I have to think about that. 3 pillows. Like, you know, the carpet and all that. I mean, I guess anything could happen. So far, there's been a pretty good variety of stuff. I'll give it that. I don't know if I can trust that picture or not. Because I want to say that means we're hallucinating. See how my hand... What was that? Oh, it's me closing the door through the wall. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm pretty hesitant on this being a normal photo. So I'm gonna take the pills. Really odd concept for sure. Day 5. Okay, we're making progress. And I assume nothing in this room matters, because this is where we start, right? Where's the baby head that I picked up? Wouldn't it be here? I guess not. That's strange. Okay. I don't even know if I need to check the TV, but I've been doing it anyways, because I assume something weird will appear on the TV, and it's like, uh-oh, I'm hallucinating. Or something appearing in the aquarium. I haven't had the severed head reappear, which is interesting. I guess they're good about not, you know, repeating things too often. That would be too easy. What? What? What was that musical sting for? I didn't see anything. Let me go check that picture again. Yeah, okay. So that was it. I would say everything looks good. I don't know what that music was for. If somebody was standing here in the dark or something, or I just didn't notice it. I'm worried I'm gonna mess up now. But I would say everything looks normal. At least to me it does. Wonder why we can do that. Oh. Ah, well, let's see. Thank you. Alright, we're doing it. I'm learning. I think. Okay. What's that? There are footsteps on the ground. On the floor. That concerns me. Yeah, I don't like this. Gosh. Can't get over how terrible they look. So these are persisting. Maybe if I like close this door. Does it do something to the room? No? Okay, so if hallucinations do not fade, do not open the door. These are not normal. So we take the pills. Got a storm coming through. It happens a lot lately when I'm trying to record. Day 7. Alright, I feel a lot more comfortable playing this game now because I'm not so confused. Sorry that it took me so long to figure it out. I'm sure that was fun to watch. Alright, our 3 pillows are here. Calendar is there. Plant is there. Our photos are here. Curtains look normal, I guess. So far, so good. Door closed on me. So I guess that's another event. That's scary. So that one is not persisting. It just, you know, scared us and then it left. So we should open the door, right? Right? Okay. Very specific set of rules. I think this is our final day. Best of luck to us. At a glance, everything looks normal. Photos are here. TV looks good. Got our lamp. Our aquarium, I would say, looks normal. Okay, let's see here. Nothing abnormal about the fridge, except for empty bowls being in the fridge, which I find strange. I guess they just keep them chilled. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21. Okay. I don't know if maybe like, oh, the dates changed or the numbers are different or wrong, or I haven't really paid much attention to the calendar, so I thought I would at least inspect it that time. Okay, we got the footsteps again. So I would say this seems like a pretty easy completion here. Are we barefoot? Sounds like we're barefoot. I guess because our shoes are off. That makes sense. Look at the visitor. Ah. Gosh. Okay, well, these are persisting. We will take the pills. Day 9. It's strangely quiet. There's none of the usual noise or hallucinations. Are we about to get murdered? Sun's shining through the curtains. That's nice. This looks cool. Can't interact with anything. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what's happening. This is strange. Oh. Ooh. Cool. Oh. We got hit in the head by something. It hurts. There's no escape. Uh-oh. Who's at the door? Thank you for playing. You're welcome. Okay, I'm back on the main menu, where now I will review the game, and I'll start with visuals. I would say visually the game is pretty solid. I like the way the game looks. I think it's really clean looking. The environment that we're in and its assets is very convincing, and I would say immersive. It's a very interesting setting, and I very much like it a lot. The weird visitors have very uncanny, bizarre appearance, which I guess is supposed to reflect sort of our mental state, more or less. I like the eerie sort of events that happen, like the severed head in the kitchen, and when we're looking through the door peephole, and then we're actually looking back into our apartment, like the bloody man standing in the bathroom. All of the visual presentation of this game, I would say, is really solid across the board, at least in the demo from what I experienced, and I have no problems with it whatsoever, and I think it's really good. In terms of audio, I usually comment on a main menu theme for games, and I would say this game has a pretty solid sort of eerie tone used on the main menu, but then it just kind of cuts out and stops looping, which is weird. I think it should loop or something. I don't really know why it isn't, but I guess it's not that big a deal. I just wanted to point that out. Other than that, the audio in the game, I would say, is pretty solid. There's not much going on in terms of just the overall ambience itself, except for the weird events that happen. There's usually pretty decent audio associated with those. Other than that, it's just our footsteps walking around, opening and closing doors, and the refrigerator and stuff like that. So I would say environmental sounds are pretty solid when we're actually interacting with something. I think that's really important for that to sound correct, and I think it's pretty well done. I wouldn't say the audio necessarily stands out to me in a big way, but I would say it's pretty well done in general. In terms of mechanics, it took me a while to really grasp what I was supposed to really pay attention to. I guess I didn't understand that it was more anomaly hunt associated than just weird events happening, if that makes sense. There are events that do happen, but it's the delineation between persisting and non-persisting hallucinations, and also objects changing in the environment. So once I got the understanding of that, everything made a lot more sense, and it was a lot more enjoyable. And I would say I do enjoy the mechanics of the game in general once I understood them. I like anomaly hunt games if they're done correctly. There are a few that I've played, maybe more than a few, that I quite liked. I like Exit 8 a whole lot. I thought that game was pretty solid. I don't like ones that are extremely punishing, but I do like the challenge some of them present to you, like the Cabin Factory has also kind of strange rules that you have to abide by, or you fail and have to start all the way over again, which happened to me several times playing that game. Pretty solid game still. I won't hold that against the game, me not understanding it necessarily. Like I said, it is all about trial and error, and it's okay to have a challenge in a game. It doesn't need to be super duper easy all the time, or super duper hard all the time. So I'm glad a game like this and many games that I play are able to strike the balance of difficulty to challenge, to making the player feel rewarded for their time rather than wasting the player's time. But once I understood everything, I think everything came together pretty well. So I would say mechanics for this game are pretty strong. And I want to point out too that there were a lot of different events that we experienced, which I appreciate. And I'm sure there are many others I didn't even see or that don't happen in the demo perhaps. So I'm going to give them a lot of credit for that. I like the variety of this game mechanically. So great job. In terms of story and concept, I'm not really sure all about the story. It's definitely touching on a somewhat sensitive subject for certain people, or a very sensitive subject for many people, of, you know, mental health and dealing with psychosis and things of that nature. And I think this game, while using that as sort of a catalyst, it doesn't use it in a disrespectful way, at least from my point of view. And I would say story-wise, they're trying to use that as sort of a vehicle for the character to experience these strange events and to basically create the experience for the player through the lens of having a psychosis of some nature. So with that being said, they touched on some things with a killer like dismembering people, which I guess is supposed to reflect like the severed head in our kitchen, or the man standing in the bathroom is supposed to be maybe the killer, or that we're the killer. I'm not really sure. I like that it's vague. It's very intriguing, and, you know, putting the dolls together and reading the notes and stuff was also really strange. I'm not really sure what to say much else about the story, what I really got from it, but I do like their approach to it, and I think has a lot of potential, and I'm really curious to see how that progresses in the actual full game. Because, you know, we make it through all the days, and we're walking out into the nice, beautiful, sunny day, and we get hit in the head with something and dragged back to our apartment, I guess. That makes me assume that maybe the killer found us or something happened. I'm not really sure. So definitely an intriguing story. While vague, I find that they're able to approach it, I think, with some restraint, and I think it's pretty effective even for a demo. And conceptually, the game being like an anomaly hunt sort of event sequenced game, I think is really interesting. While it is very similar to anomaly hunt games that I've played, I like its setting and its strange approach to its story. So I think this game definitely stands out in that regard. So I would say conceptually the game is pretty cool. So in terms of performance, I would say the game performed very well. And I'll also get into settings in this segment. The game defaults to like ultra settings on everything. And for my computer, which can be kind of testy with certain games and engines and whatnot, I would say it performed pretty well. My computer has a few moments of running a little hot, but other than that, I think it was a pretty smooth sailing experience. But now I'll talk about options as I discuss this further. So basically with video settings here, I have a problem with this in some ways because you can change your window mode like borderless or windowed, I assume, but I can't seem to change my resolution for some reason. I haven't quite figured out why that is. It seemed to have defaulted correctly, but I can't quite figure out why it is behaving this way. And then with frame rate, if you use VSync, you can't limit your frame rate, which is weird. Some games allow you to do both. VSyncing is supposed to just cap your monitor's refresh rate or the game's refresh rate so it doesn't give you screen tearing. But you can also have frame rate limits as well in games, or at least like a target limit. So like while VSync is on, my monitor is 120 hertz. So even though you have VSync on, you should be able to cap your limit at 60. I just find it weird that it doesn't allow me to do that. It's not the end of the world. I just think it's strange, that's all. And then for gameplay, you have your language. So then you also have camera settings here with your mouse sensitivity and your inversion of Y and X axis. And your graphics here, I changed these earlier. They were all default ultra for me, but these are all the settings you have. You have global illumination, reflections. You have shadows and textures, you have foliage, which is misspelled, and shading. Also notice a misspelled word earlier as well. Options itself is option instead of options. Anyways, then you also have audio, which is I turn way down to be on the main menu, even though the music doesn't loop. So I would say decent settings across the board. I find it still strange that these things don't behave like I would prefer them to. So to recap, I would say performance is pretty solid, and I would say the settings, while I would say serviceable, are a bit odd in their behavior, and I'm not sure if it's just the demo's build or whatnot. So weird stuff there, but not the end of the world, like I said. I would say the game still performed fine. I wish the settings were a little bit more fine-tuned, but I would say they're acceptable. So my final judgment for the Who's at the Door demo is I would say it's good. It's the middle of my scale. I enjoyed a lot of aspects of this game, especially its visuals and its mechanics. Audio is kind of hit or miss for me. It's not bad, but I think it could be maybe a little bit better in some aspects, but I would say still really effective. And I do like the story and their approach to it and the restraint they showed to not be disrespectful or make light of mental health issues. So I appreciate that as well, and them using it as just sort of a catalyst for the setting, more or less. So like I said, this game is out now, the full game, so you can find it on Steam. If this demo really piqued your interest, then go check it out. And I wish the developers the best of luck on their future endeavors and their work. Tell me what you think in the comments below. What are your thoughts in this game? Do you agree or disagree with me? Do you have anything to add? You just want to say hi? Let me know what's up. And don't forget to check the pinned comment below for the links to everything. Go play this game for yourself and form your own opinion. I'm sure the developers would really appreciate your feedback too. And if you'd like to support my channel, hit subscribe, leave a like, comment, and share the video. I'd greatly appreciate that. And I thank you for watching my video. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I think that's all I have to say about it. So thanks for hanging out with me. And don't forget, the pale moth is always watching.